Do you see this? This was my very first curve find in my new neighborhood. So stay tuned to see how I turn it into some cash. Hello amazing humans, welcome back to Just Keep Sanding. My name is Aline, and if you love furniture transformations that are honest, satisfying, and full of helpful tips, you're in the right place. Let's sand through this. Well, if you're thinking, oh, did she rebuild the drawer? No, I didn't. I found it with all the drawers, but I drove by and I saw it and I took one drawer out so I could empty my trunk that I still had things from the moving. That way nobody sees potential and take it. And I came back for it 10 minutes after. This is what I'm gonna be doing. Yes. To be able to store it, I have already removed the legs, but just, use your imagination. This goes on the bottom. I'm gonna give you a close-up. Look, they are cute. It's very dirty, but I'm just going to be cleaning this piece, removing the hardware, find out what the hell's happening with the drawer tracks. But yeah, this is my project. I'm gonna be removing the paint out of the original finish. I don't know if this piece was supposed to be like this or somebody painted this hardware. I have no idea, but I'm gonna boil it and see what happens. Seems like there's brass under it. That didn't sound right. I know. All the drawer tracks are broken. Okay, let's inspect this. This is a Stanley dresser, so by default, it's good. It deserves a good save, right? The top was a little loose, all the tracks were broken. Yes, I am aware. I already said that. There was just a little chunk missing on one of the corners. This process wasn't long, neither complicated, so manos a la obra. I started by removing all the drawers to properly assess the interior. There are great news here. Yes, all the drawer tracks are broken, but it's a Kenlin system, which is very easy to fix. And the interior of the drawers are impeccable, like impeccable. How can I show you this? I don't know how, but like look at the first one. Like they all look this way. They are like perfect. I wanted to first clean and sand where the tracks sit and replace the Kenlin system before doing anything else. I will leave a link on the screen and on the comments for you to see the short on how to replace these glides. Sometimes these tiny little bastards, they don't easily come out. Sometimes they're super dry, like this one. I don't know if you can hear the actual noise this thing is making. I want to replace this so I can finish sanding and not worry about this anymore. Okay, now coming off. I also tackled the legs too, to be able to get that out of the way. They were made of some type of resin, and in some parts paint had already come off, so cleaning was simple. Other than this corner that was damaged and the tracks, there were no repairs. So when the epoxy dried, I just sanded. I also sanded all the flat surfaces with the orbital sander, and I did a lot of detail sanding on curves. Yes, sorry, no footage of that. Before going over the color and revealing more about this project, let's tackle those legs. If you made it this far, thank you. That tells me you're just as into this nut job as I am. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're enjoying it, and subscribe if you're learning something or want more furniture projects, problem-solving tips, and the occasional oops, don't do that moment. I'd love to have you stick around. It is always a great day when I get to put the legs on the drill. As I showed in the beginning, the legs were some type of resin and they were painted. I sanded with 120 sanding sponge as it was perfect to scuff sand to get them ready for the forward finish. After that, I cleaned the dust and primed with bonding gloss in clear. Honestly, a smaller brush would be better for this, but this is my primer brush. I'm not getting another brush. I'm not ruining another brush with primer. This is my primer brush. Please don't mind my concentration faces, they just happen and I can't help them. So to wrap up this forward finish, I applied 2 coats of stain and poly combo that was even more fun than sanding and priming. If you are not doing this hack with the legs inside the drill, you are missing out. Well, you all know that I love living on the edge, and I can't remember when was the last time that I wasn't using like the exact amount of paint for the project, and I was like until the last minute struggling if it's gonna be enough or not. So this is what I have. I have up to here 3/4 of jar from an 8 ounces jar, 3/4, which is 6 ounces. I should be fine to finish painting this 4-drawer dresser, but I'm a little scared. So I'm gonna do something, and that's gonna be, I have clear bonding gloss and I have green paint. It's a very beautiful green. I'm going to mix them too, and I will be making a tinted primer with these. I'm gonna just do a tiny little bit, mainly for the top. The top is laminate, but the sides I'm not concerned about adhesion. So I'm gonna be mixing both of them and making a tinted primer with this green and the bonding gloss. So it will serve me as a good coat for my melange Tristle Green, which is a chalk paint that will still need to be top coated. And I'm gonna do 1 full coat of these, and then I'm gonna mix it with top coat, and I'm gonna finish all the other coats until I'm done with paint. So yes, I love living on the edge. After priming, I regretted not spraying this piece. It had so many grooves and detail that it was hard to brush. I did 2 coats of primer and started with the details first. This is the primer. It is very chalky. There is, like, it's still like more than half, a little bit more than half. I did all the detail painting yesterday to get into all the grooves. And today I'm gonna do the long surfaces, hoping I can do the 2 coats today. Because it's chalk paint, I don't need to wait so long for it to dry. Oh. Oh. Look at this. Oh, okay. I don't know if I wanted to do that. Too late now. Too late. Yeah, now we can really tell half the bottle right there. I get excited. I love how chalk paint brushes. I really do. Oh, it's so good. There's gonna be a lot of debris in here because I just, as you just saw me taking a piece of dry paint. That's gonna be here on the paint job, so I'm gonna have to constantly be cleaning that up. I also have a detail brush, just in case when I'm painting, I overpaint areas that I don't want to get paint. So I can go over and remove those brush marks. Because I should have sprayed. Like, I honestly evaluated my choices yesterday. about if I should have painted or sprayed. And definitely I should have sprayed because this dresser has a lot of detail. All right, I'm all ready. One of the best things about chalk paint is that it's highly pigmented, which means that one coat has a lot of coverage. So most of the time with chalk paint, 2 coats is enough. We do 3 for safety measures, but usually 2 coats is more than enough. Also, chalk paint doesn't need primer. I just prime to increase the tone of the green, so I didn't have to use so much paint as I'm short on paint. And you probably know by now that I am using what I have and I don't want to buy new paint until I don't finish what I have. So that's why I'm short on paint. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Did a light first coat, second coat, and ended up adding top coat to my final coats. Yeah, I said coats way too many times. To be able to stretch the paint, but not before separating a little bit for the care kit that I give to my customers. So as my living room is so dark, I grabbed a work light to check on coverage. Uh-oh. What's that? What is that? Also, the back of the drawer faces was white too, and it was really awful, so I painted that too. There was a lot work to do with this hardware. So I put it in this pan, covered it with water, and boiled it with vinegar. Do you think you can have a selective vision and avoid the mess around? So there is some ones that still look like this, but look, I can feel all the paint bubbling. Look at this. Can you wait? Can you see this? Look. Oh, isn't this satisfying? I didn't expect this. Oh, holy cow, look at this. Well, I think I'm gonna leave them. I'm not gonna scrub yet. Wow. I didn't see this coming. I thought I was gonna have to scrub because I did scrub the other ones. Ooh, this feels so good. Okay, I'm gonna stop making these weird noises. Can you hear this? I strongly believe that the reason why the paint came off like that, it was because I boiled it for hours. Most days, I was coming back from work and boiling it again, while I was doing a few more pieces. I did have to scrub a few with the wire brush, but just because of the crevices that were very narrow. Once they were fully clean, I touched up the color with a little bit of gilding wax. This one had dried up a little, so I ended up making malleable again with just a little bit of mineral spirits. So I let it fully dry before manipulating it again. I also replaced the tack of the drawers to slide smooth. So for the interior of the drawers, I tried something different because they were in great condition, but I wanted to add something else. I bought this wall decal from Dollar Tree with this idea a long time ago, but I never found the right piece for it. And I'm so happy it worked so well. Too bad they do not make this design anymore, because it is really pretty and it is the perfect added detail that makes the piece to the next level. After that, there was not a lot left to do. Touching the legs, reattaching the hardware using the before pictures as reference, as I didn't remember the way the loop part was going, staging and taking pictures. Don't forget to stick around till the end to see what my next video will bring. And now let's take a look on how this 1980s Stanley dresser used to look like when I found it. And this is now. Definitely someone painted it before me, and I am so happy I found it. What a score. I would love to know what you think about it. If you would have done something different if this was yours, I am happy to read you. If you didn't like it, it's okay. Feel free to say so. Nobody will get offended over here as long as you keep it respectful. As usual, profit breakdown will be in the comments to keep transparency to its fullest. It sold in 2 days, and I believe it was a combination of the wood look and the green. And that shape, of course, it is super romantic. I hope this dresser proves one more time that everything can be transformed with some love, paint, and a little bit of skills. And remember, skills can be learned. See you again in the next video. Bye!
You are perfect. You can stay.